right, guys, Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are out for one of my favorite tournaments of the year, Beaver State Fling, Milo McIver State Park. Does it get any more beautiful in this place?
It does not, and that's just a fact,
Yeah.
man. It has to be really the highlight of everyone's tour season.
Yeah.
Just the sheer beauty, the fact that there's camping on site. It doesn't get any better.
The course itself, not beautiful. It's technically very sound.
Exactly. Genuinely one of the more challenging courses, but fair. It's like one of the classic, the rough is rough and the fairways are fair type of feel.
Yeah, we got our round 2 lead card. No round 1 coverage for Beaver State. They do 2 rounds in one day, so we just stick with round 2. Hole 1 is a big dogleg right with a very late flex if you can pull it off.
It is. You may remember it from, several playoffs in years past.
Yeah.
It's, like you said, a big Annie shot. Really, you want it to track. It's like a big L. You know what I mean? You want to throw it up, and it's straight right. It's so tricky.
Very dramatic. Eagle McMahon on the box.
Rocking. Beautiful hat.
Oh, look at that. I love watching these towering Annies from these guys. And this one is looking good from Eagle.
Gosh, admittedly, very difficult to film from second cam.
Yeah.
It's just like coming out of the abyss.
It is, yeah, straight out of the sky.
It's a good shot, though. In the bushes, got a putt. I mean, it's really all you can ask for in a hole like this.
For sure. Bradley Williams out of Texas up next.
Definitely a guy I had my eye on coming into the tournament. Really hitting the scene hard this year after that 1 year, taking off the season.
Yeah.
Love his game for this course, though. Just a pure line thrower.
He is, right, yeah. Really solid game overall. There he is trickling through. That'll give him a fun putt.
Yeah, yes, a fun putt.
Yeah.
It's tricky, though.
And we got the masher on the card, Drew Gibson out of NorCal.
Somebody tell him his shirt's tucked in the back.
He still looks sharp, though.
He does. Yeah. Best dressed man in disc golf, I'm convinced.
Hucking out a KC Pro Rock right here.
All right. That's about the play, though. Like a mid-range that will hold that left to right the whole way.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually fights through pretty good. And you see it drop down right there for a...
Oh, a little bonus trickle, too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That worked. Looks like Simon's going for the C-Line MD.
Always one to opt for interesting discs, I feel like, specifically mid-ranges.
Yeah, he is. Not a huge mid-range thrower. Although when he does throw them, he throws them pretty huge.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that SFO shot where he threw that same disc on a turnover line, just glided out forever again.
Too long. So he has a very tiny window through these trees. He's looking for the birdie.
Just under.
Just a little too much tree tickle.
Yeah, I think there was just a couple extra branches that if they weren't there, he might have had it in there.
Yeah. Drew Gibson. Ooh.
He's serious coming out today.
That's a great way to start your round, getting a 2 on this hole. It's a separator.
And it should be noted, this is the second round in the day. They had about a 3-hour layover in between rounds. So to come out hot is just so important.
Bradley with that Pro ABR misses just left. Eagle with a similar putt to Simon, just a lot closer. See if he can make it work.
Yeah, just right in between. I mean, you want in between him and Simon. Simon just low, him just high.
Simon's so good at those comebackers, saves his par. Looks like Bradley will do the same in a second.
Yeah, it's funny. Simon and Eagle really have a similar vibe to their putts, very spinny. But Simon just so much more of a stab at it, whereas Eagle just floats and glides it on in. It's interesting. Yeah.
Both fantastic putters, and so is this guy, Drew Gibson. Really been turning it on lately, Corey. It's been fun to see him he's on league card consistently right now.
Exactly. We were just chatting about it last night.
Yeah.
His rating 1019.
Yeah.
Playing well above that in past few events.
Absolutely. Really incredible to watch. There he is, tying Eagle for the lead after one hole. We're on to hole 2, you guys. Got another dogleg right. A very different hole, even though it's the same dogleg right.
Yeah, I mean, you're throwing the same basic shape where it's like a left to sharp right.
Yeah.
But it's more of a fairway driver or like a big sidearm if you have it, because really you want to crash it into the trees right above the pin and have it trickle down.
Yeah.
Almost reminiscent of the kitchen over at Daylaw.
Oh,
not necessarily the same shape, not the same shot, but the similar vibe.
Yeah, you need to throw it high, let it trickle where you need it to. Drew, I'm going to guess it's like a Thunderbird or something.
It's a Leo 3.
Is it really?
Leo 3,
oh, okay.
Yeah, one of his signature series.
And that's a good trickle.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did not think that was parked, and nobody else did, because that got 0 claps.
He's like, where's the claps? Eagle?
Going to I believe that's that Color Glow MB3.
Yeah. It's a little wide, and ends up being a little bit short, but it has an unobstructed putt at least.
Yeah, it's where it's in Ianville, we call it.
Bradley Williams going to go for the forehand. It works. I feel like it just doesn't fight as far up the hill as the backhand can.
Exactly. Like, you're not going to park it, but you probably have a better chance at setting at the base of the hill and have like a 28 to 32 footer.
Exactly. And he's got maybe a little bit longer than that. Went a little bit long there. Simon going back to that MD.
Yeah, it's such a specific gap that you have to hit. You're throwing right from along that tree line, and it's maybe 315 feet down there, maybe a 15-foot gap. It's tough.
Yeah.
That's making it look easy, though.
Unless you're Simon or Drew and you park it. Bradley, this is a very tough look, very uphill. Camera does not do it justice as usual.
Yeah, it's... Wow, okay, that's close.
That was a great bit.
It was almost like in just pure layup zone. Just throw it to the base of the basket, you know?
Look, he gave that a solid effort.
Yeah.
Eagle is also lining this up. Get it!
It's so pure.
Eagle. Man.
Hey, him and Drew are battling once again. It's GBO 2.0, man. You know he doesn't want to let up.
Nope, not so much. What a fantastic putt from Eagle. And we're about to see 3 birdies there. Yeah.
3? Well, now, I don't count my birdies before they hatch. Ian Drew is right next to it, but we never know. 3 birdies in this hole, though. That's serious.
That's probably the only card in the tourney that did that. There's just so much luck involved in this hole. You have to throw a good shot, and you have to get lucky, which they did. Oh, Eagle made a fantastic putt.
Which makes a tough hole if you have to throw a good shot and get lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Get this beautiful slow-mo from Brian Geis.
1-year anniversary of him shooting slow-mo.
That's
for
right,
us.
Yeah. Not a bad place to have your anniversary.
No, sign me up for this every year.
Possibly the best. We're still tied at the top with Drew and Eagle dueling birdies right there. We gotta also have a tie for third. We're going into the woods here for a little bit. We're starting on hole 3. Good forehand flex hole.
Yes, this, as much as I am biased, I think this may be my favorite hole or my favorite drive to throw, really on the whole property.
Okay.
I don't throw the 500 feet, so the genius hole isn't quite as satisfying.
Yeah.
But this one is just such a specific line. If you're throwing sidearm, you want to bend it left of that big tree, have it skip all the way back right. Or you could take your chance at that little jail-like trees on the right side. Yeah,
that's the backhand line. He get a little bit luckier than the forehand line, and Drew is not getting lucky with that Casey Pro Rock. It is over there in the woods. Easy up and down, though.
Just going to say, pretty routine at least.
I think Eagle's going with that Metal Flake Max, the way he's throwing this, lighting it up on an Annie. And just a little too much Annie on that one.
Yeah, that was extremely turned over, Ian.
It was, yeah.
That was crazy.
Yep. And Simon going with the Glow PD2 that he got from a fan at a SFO or Masters Cup. He couldn't remember.
If that's you, comment, please.
Yeah. And good looking out for our German smasher.
The German whiz kid,
the German
he's
whiz
been known to be called.
It's so cringy. That shot, not cringy, though. That was fantastic.
It's really how you draw it up. Left of the tree, draw it all the way back with the skip, and you got a putt.
That was beautiful. Bradley's going to go with his Mako 3 here.
Okay, on the turnover line, I assume.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what you get, though, I feel like, on that Annie line.
You can't feel bad about that. If you are choosing that Annie line, if you hit a tree, that's part of the job.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Drew gave him that maybe a little half go. He'll settle for par. Eagle also in half go land. Meh.
Yeah, Meh's right.
Yeah. Bradley from just a little bit closer, but not much.
All with this interesting little Annie putt around this wall of trees, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another meh. Simon and the basket is just out of frame to your right. Sorry about that. Got pinched by some trees. Simon does not have to apologize for that putt, though.
No, pure in the basket. It's a good birdie to get. I mean, he started without the birdie on 1, so getting the birdie on 3. 2 down through 3 is right where you want it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you really expect to get 1 usually.
No, I think you expect to get 1 of 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? So if you can get 2, bonus.
Yeah.
But one of the 2 is right on pace.
Mm-hmm. There's Drew cleaning up. We got the disc golf pins. We got Champs versus Chumps pins they're selling now.
Dude, they look so clean.
I love them, man, yeah. If you sign up for a Champs vs. Chumps, you also get one for free.
And a mini.
And a Champs vs. Chumps mini.
And some candy.
We're doing one on Monday.
We are. I'm excited.
So stoked. Simon with that beautiful forehand, which He loves those glow PD2s because they're super flippy for his not awesome sidearm. He says anyway.
Okay, yeah. Well, he also says they're super flippy, which they are not.
Hole 4 is on deck, you guys. It's just a slight touch turnover with the backhand. Hope you're making it through these trees and nestle up.
Yeah, and this does come in as the easiest hole on the course. It almost plays closer to a par 2, to be honest with you. 2.35
really?
average for these guys.
I believe it, though.
Yeah, it's 197 feet right in front of you. Simon not satisfied with that perfect
shot.
What? All right. It wasn't in the basket, I guess.
Sometimes he missed well, I guess. Yeah. Drew Gibson. Probably going putter.
Yeah, you have to imagine. No reason to...
Is that a rock?
It does look like a rock,
That is a rock, yeah.
Let's say there's no reason to get too aggressive here. Really, just try anything. It's just right in front of you. It's a pretty straightforward hole. There's nothing to get creative with.
Yep. That one did unfortunately hit a tree though. Eagle.
Back to that. I believe that's at MD3. Those glow ones fly so nice.
They do. They're really pretty looking too.
Mm-hmm. And really, that's what's important. They look great.
Mm-hmm. Brad is going to be tossing out an XT Nova right here.
Probably signature series, you have to imagine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's a perfect disc for this hole.
It really is. I have to imagine Paul's throwing that, Macbeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody who can throw that Nova, it's just this is designed for it.
Yeah, I was talking to Brad. I was like, you and Paul, man, just have those
Yes.
that Nova just so dialed in. Drew misses his birdie bid, which is pretty far out. We're going to see some tap-in birdies from the rest of the gang, though.
Yeah, and what you expect, I mentioned it was a 2.35 average. These guys playing it as a 2.25 average.
There you go. Yep.
Right in line with the rest of the field.
Yeah, Drew is absolutely not happy about a 3 on this one.
No, but 2 down through 4, and he's gotten the 2 harder of the holes, which is interesting. But to be fair, those are the ones that play to his play style, Out in the air, a little bit of room to work with.
Yeah.
That's his game.
This is a fun card to watch. They absolutely bomb. 3 of the longest throwers on tour.
Absolutely. And should be noted, Brad Williams, man, is one of the best touch mid-range throwers I've ever seen. So excited to see him throw these lines.
Yeah, it's really cool to see him keep up with the bigger arms.
Yeah.
All right, there is your lead now for Eagle. Guys, we are back. Got to thank MVP and Innova Champions Disc for getting us out here, along with the PDGA.
Absolutely. Really just an entire scene coming together in an event like this. It's so fun, and it's about family. You know what I mean?
I love this place.
Yep.
Hole 5, par 3, dogleg left. Popular shot is a backhand skip shot or a forehand roller.
Speaking my language, any hole that the popular shot is a forehand roller, I like that hole.
We'll see how they like it after they tee off here. Simon on deck, throwing out just the softest little 44-mile-an-hour baby flex here.
And maybe 45 would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
Because he is in some trouble there after that left side.
Yeah, if you go left early or right early, you're not happy. Eagle, probably an FD3 roller.
Ooh, not the ideal hop.
A very bad bounce, but a good roll out of the woods on the right there.
Yeah, as long as you're on the fairway, there's obviously a lot of trees in front of you, but getting into the woods is where it can just get some trouble.
Yeah. Milo, the natural OB everywhere. Love that about this course. Brad with a pure little skipper. And this happens. That's how he got down there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It just trickled all the way down. He's going to have that tree to contend with there.
He is. Mr. Gibson going with the backhand skip shot with a champion Firebird here. Little early.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Catching the tree, but he's going to have at least he'll be looking at the basket.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know that you'd want to run it, but it's you can see it.
Drops off precipitously.
It really does. It's a very scary putt. Eagle.
Ooh, I think that's a good tree, man, because that thing was
might have
flaring,
been.
right?
Yeah. It had that kind of anti-skip. Simon also smartly just lays up a little bit better than Eagle, and Drew.
Looking beefy right now.
It looks
pipes.
to be lining this up too. I would not run this putt. Well, I'm also not Drew Gibson.
Are you on lead card, Ian?
Oh my!
There's probably a reason for that. That was intense.
After he begged that, Eagle goes to Simon. He's like, "Would you run that putt Drew ran?" And Simon's like, "Oh yeah."
I mean, come on, that's the last person you need to ask about that. You know what he's gonna say.
I think Eagle probably would have laid up though. He's been playing really smart golf.
I agree. Hey, it's been working for him. He's got a couple Vicks.
Yep. Bradley from just a little bit long right, leaves it just a little bit short right.
Yeah, I mean, really had to kind of lean out, throw it around that tree. Not the ideal line, especially, his drive was good enough to have a reasonable birdie putt.
Yeah. Eagle cleans up the par nicely, as does Simon, and Bradley will drop it. What's the average on this one, Corey?
The average is, take a guess, Ian.
But I guess right around 3.
That would make sense. 2.87, so under par.
Okay.
I mean, it's 281 feet, so it's not overwhelming, but the angle you would think would, wreak a little bit more havoc.
Yeah.
Than that.
And I didn't notice this little branch tick live.
Yeah.
Thanks to Brian, we got it in slow-mo.
Say thanks to Milo for that putt going in, though.
Yeah.
Because that little redirection never hurts.
And look at this. Got another tie at the top with Drew and Eagle.
Simon lurking now.
Bradley.
And before we started this round, the top 20 were within 3 strokes.
Yeah,
so it is a tight.
It is. We are opening it up again for hole 6, par 3. Big dogleg left, 400-footer. It's slightly uphill. You really got to crush this one.
Yeah, it really comes down to, and I'm going to give it to Jamie Thomas for the 4-digit separator.
Yeah.
If you're 1,000 rated or above, you're attacking this, you're expecting to, it's probably right in your wheelhouse. Yeah. Anybody below that, probably not.
No chance, honestly.
No.
And
go ahead.
I was going to say Drew throwing a Firebird.
What?
400 feet right there.
Oh, my God, dude. He throws hard.
He throws real hard. Mr. Lizotte, I'm sure he's going PD2. Oh, that's a little wide.
What?
I thought for sure he was going to tag that tree, but
I missed it, but obviously not in position where you want to be.
No, he was way long right. Maybe 80, 90 out almost.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 isn't the worst thing to take on the hole. It averages 2.65, so a little over a quarter stroke under par.
Yeah, but for the field, though, but for these guys, it's one they want to get.
Exactly. It's pretty, of all the lines you have to hit, this one's probably one of the more routine ones.
Yeah.
It's just throw it flat and hard and let it hyzer.
Exactly. Eagle, PD2, or FD3. Take your pick.
That's the same one he threw sidearm on 3. So if you're saying that's a middle flake max, then that's what that is. Having said that, unconfirmed.
Yeah. Something beefy.
Yeah.
Because that kid mashes. Bradley, well, that looks to be a Star Destroyer.
Man, he's the spin doctor, dude.
He is.
Really does.
He's throwing it like 10 miles an hour slower than the rest of the guys.
Consistently.
But ending up very close to where they end.
Yeah. It just shows you really the different ways to skin a cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raw power. You could rip it. You could just play the spin game. Whatever gets you in the basket.
He also has some of the cleanest form in the game.
That's true. Pure efficiency, really.
Yeah. Simon gave that a little bid, but that'll par. Bradley's got to look for the birdie. It's to be about circle's edge. He better than that, Brad.
He is better than that. Was expecting a better bid, but, can't walk away with them all.
Yeah, no. Drew's trying, though.
Yeah. I'll always remember Worlds last year, Michael Johansson parked like a 450-foot downhill hole. Not parked it, maybe 18 feet.
Okay.
Shanked the putt. What does he do? Get angry? No. He's like, oh, well, can't make them all. I've never seen a better mindset than that.
Classic MJ.
I know, and it works, man. It's true. It's true. Stay positive, keep on plugging, and you're a pro, man. You're going to hit your putts.
Zen golfer right there. Bradley makes his comeback, as does Simon, and Eagle with an absolute drop in, and there's Bradley lining up that putt again. He was not satisfied. He's like, why did I not make that? Yeah.
That hair is just next level, Eagle. I can't get over it.
It's
It's a thing.
It's definitely a thing.
Yep.
It's good with that hat.
It does, dude.
Yep. Hole 7, par 4.
85 feet of just perfection.
Really pretty hole.
It's really pretty. It feels like a professional golf hole. The mowed green grass lining the entire fairway. A dogleg right to left, too. So you really have the tunnel shot off the tee into a landing zone. And then it's a mid-range or maybe a fairway if you don't find yourself far enough up the fairway. Up to a basket that has a low ceiling, kind of those tree covers. So you got to play it wide left, wide right, and skip it in, ideally.
Yeah. Drew? Just piping it right where you need it.
Yeah, and this hole definitely coming in as one of the more easy holes on the course
relative
these guys
to
par.
Should get it.
Yeah, 3.32, so definitely closer to a par 3 than a par 4, but no one's doing this.
Yeah. That looks like that C-Line PD, first run style from Eagle, and gets a little longer than you want. Hopefully he can manage, though.
Yeah, the angle does get a little pinchy off to that right side, so hopefully he can lean out, get a good shot off, hopefully. That was great.
Yeah, it was almost terrible.
Yes, yes.
It was almost too high, but
that's the only way you're going to get this far up the fairway, though, is almost being too high or almost being, terrible.
So well put. Brad, looks like a Star Destroyer again. And if you're wondering about all these beautiful fairways out here, so the story is they started to make a golf course.
Oh.
And it kept flooding. So the guy's like, well, you guys going to have to land and make a park.
Really?
Yeah. So they made this golf course on, I have all these beautiful fairways.
Yeah, it just makes so much more sense now. Like the par 5, it says rolling green fairways. Yeah. This one really feels like a golf hole. It should.
It does, yeah. And it's got that perfect mix of woods holes as well.
Not to mention the banners off to the right side, Innova and PDG, or Keen and Innova, excuse me. Really, it's that type of infrastructure, the walls at the Pro Tour, at GBO, those type of things that really tie together a professional event, I think.
Love it. Drew leaves a little bit wide on his upshot, but not bad at all. Bradley?
Is that Luster P2 or C-Line P2 something? It's got like that milky plastic.
Yeah. Really, really cool. Pearly. Eagle is going to try to squeeze out a forehand from the woods.
Gosh, I remember vividly last year we got a great slow-mo of Rick from this side. Ripping his hand through the trees as he was throwing.
Oh, cool. And Eagle, fortunate to hit that tree there, actually kind of just stopped it up pretty nicely. Give him a putt. And Simon mashed his drive so far, he's throwing a P2 upshot.
Well, to be fair, so was Brad.
Yeah.
But that was so much more graceful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did not throw it very hard at all. Drew, for 2.
For 3.
For 3.
Birdie.
Thank you. Ooh, good catch basket.
Yeah, that was a little left side, a little high, but I think on these ones, high left side is better than low left side because the chains are slick, man. It's moist out here.
It is moist. That was Simon with a nice putt. There's Eagle with one of his own.
Trying to skirt through. And really shouts to Innova, man, for bringing out the basket wraps.
Yeah, they look really nice.
They look really clean.
Yeah.
It's got all the branding on it. They've got hole numbers because the baskets before didn't have hole numbers. Oh, yeah. It's just really,
I guess
clean. Look,
Levi and Jeff Panis were going around putting those on.
Warriors, dude. Yep. It's a crew of 2 this week.
I love it. Here's Brad. It's just textbook form.
Look at that reach back. Doesn't actually get all the way back, too, really. You know what I mean? It kind of just...
You don't really need to on that hole, though.
That's true.
You're not throwing max power.
That's true.
All right, here we are. Still tight at the top. That was a star frame. Onto a much tougher hole in hole 8, Corey.
Oof. 395 feet. Really, the trouble is with the low ceiling, about 30 feet off the tee. Yep. So the ideal play here is the roller that's going to cut pretty far left and then kind of question mark out back by the basket. You could get it with a huge sidearm.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen, though.
No, we're going to see some rollers. Drew does not like what he's looking at, though. That is way left. And that thing fought through amazingly well. It's right on the edge of those trees. He's got an easy upshot.
Yeah, when it went into the bushes, uh-oh.
I thought he was in trouble.
Doors open.
Yeah. But not the case. Eagle with that D-line FD.
He's got a new one, a little pinky this week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he needs a fresh one as hard as he throws the D-line FDs. Oh, as hard as he throws everything. Ooh, that's the advanced route, Corey.
That is a little sneaker. Oh no! Oh,
you were looking right at it, dude. Come on. Someone needs to up their juke game, Corey.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, Ian. I'm not gonna comment on that.
Oh my God.
Not gonna comment on that.
It wasn't going back in.
But still.
Feel shame.
Shame.
Feel shame.
Ting, ting, shame.
Simon feeling no shame about this roller.
No, that's prime.
Yes.
I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. Probably inside the circle, close to circle's edge, but...
And you hit the big gap you're trying to hit, too.
Exactly.
Bradley, this looks pretty good.
Ooh, that was really close to being too far right.
It was.
This man knows how this disc flies.
Yes, he
rolls,
does.
I guess.
Uh-huh. All right. Approved.
I don't know what that spotter's name is, but I love him.
That guy's great, man.
He's so cool.
Yeah. Super solid energy. Doing good work out there. Drew from short left. More left than short. He just pitches up and he'll take his 3.
Yeah, this hole does average right about 3.
Does it really?
3.05. 78% pars.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Brad with a little too much want on that one.
Hey, but the want was there nonetheless.
It was. Accurate. Eagle is coming back for his par save after rolling OB, which I have actually never seen. And apparently James Proctor did it right before him. Yeah.
Right before. He basically had to putt that same putt coming back.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, missed it as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Eagle's going to drop in a 4. Going to lose some strokes. Simon with a 2. Getting 2 strokes on his Crush Boys homie.
His Crush Bro.
Crush Bro.
Yeah, that's a good 2 to get. We don't see a lot of those out here, so you're picking up strokes on the vast majority of the field.
You really are. Bradley with a nice cleanup for his par. Eagle will come along for the 4. Well done. And a drop-in par. Bag on drop-in par with the disc. That's a lot of flair on that.
That was style par. Points to the extreme, for sure.
Multipliers.
Yeah.
Simon ripping out that roller.
It's all about the follow-through. I'm committed to that thought process.
It's that German follow-through. Classic German style.
Work ethic, great, man. Just committed to the craft.
And we're on to one of the most amazing holes on tour, the Genius Hole.
Absolutely. Good Lord. It is so fun to play, and it's so fun to watch these guys play. Yeah. 585 feet downhill, definitely eagleable.
Yep.
You know, it is one of those type of holes.
Yep.
If you can get that, really, you got to throw it on hyzer, flip to flat, ride right, ride left, hit that little bank, check up all the way in. It's a series of events to get it down there.
It is.
But regardless, you know each of these guys look forward to Milo just because of this.
Yep. PD2 rip from Simon. Leaking right.
Well, leaking back left, though.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that drive.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everyone will take that.
Probably isn't going to do it. But.
Yeah, Simon's not happy about it, I can tell you that. He expects to be closer, and so will this guy, Drew Gibson. I'm sure he's mashing out a Star Destroyer. Hyzer flipping it, and this thing is flipping too much. The kid just throws too hard, Corey.
Real tragic stuff there, Ian. I'm not going to feel bad for him, okay? You're going to try to get me to pity him. It's not going to happen.
Oh, my God. Was that mid-70s release exit velocity there?
Crushed.
Yeah.
Should be noted, Paul Macbeth making a run off of the, I believe it's the third card.
Yeah.
At this point, he had just finished hole 9. Actually, just finished hole 10, putting him 9 down through 10. He had just got the first 2 of the day on this hole.
Wow.
So he is charging right now.
Love it. Brad. Oh, check up. Oh, good nestle.
Gallery approves.
It is. Mr. McMahon on the box. He's going to be looking for a Simon on this hole.
That's what we all want.
Boom. 76 miles an hour.
Crush. Not quite the high score he recorded last year here. I believe it was 78, 79.
Uh-huh. Look how far this gets, and it never flipped all the way over.
No, it rode that hyzer line the entire way. Got the little bonus roll, which was nice.
Yeah,
put him inside.
But that is
circle's edge,
remarkable, man.
Unreal.
Yeah. Drew found himself in some trouble. Pitches out with a forehand. You want to be closer than that.
You definitely do. I mean, I believe Eagle's even closer off the drive.
Yeah, he might. Brad with the Nova. Float this in, Brad. Oh my goodness.
It looks good the whole way.
Right? He's just deadly with those things. Simon for Eagle.
Trying to will it to the left.
That's a little more than Body English could accomplish. And we got
some Body German.
Yes, he did. Eagle for Eagle. That's what he was born to do. Get it.
Ian, was there ever a doubt?
0% doubt.
I don't know how these guys summon the courage, the strength to bang those putts. That's like the type of putt where I'm like, 3's good too, dude.
That's how you get it here.
You
You just rise to the occasion consistently.
This is true. This is true.
And Drew from just a little bit closer. This one's for birdie, though. And a par on this one feels terrible when you're Drew Gibson.
Yes. I mean, honestly, when you're most of the field, it's a pretty routine 3 that everyone's trying to have a chance at 2ing.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably think he's got like a 50% chance at a 2 here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was one of the few 2. He parked that 750-foot downhill hole at SFO.
Yeah.
He wants a 2 on this one.
Yeah, he does. Bradley cleans up birdie nicely, as does Simon. Disappointing hole for Drew. Not a disappointing hole for Eagle.
No, that's the type of hole that gets you right back in this thing. I mean, Drew was charging a little bit. He took a stroke off of him on hole 8, but right back at him. That's a statement hole.
Look at that crush. Oh, just beautiful.
Yeah, from 1 back to 1 ahead. It's tight up here at the top.
It's an action-packed card so far.
It absolutely is.
All right, guys. Well, that is all we got for part 1. Make sure you come back for part 2. I don't even need to tell you you're going to do it.
It's just mandatory viewing.
It's Milo. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.